everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be what hints do you need to drop them. So sometimes we need to get what we want by being subtle, but how can we be subtle and still get what we want, right? So a little tricky question today. We have 3 piles to choose from, 3 different tarot decks. The Cosmic Tarot for pile number 1. We have the Tarot del Fuego for pile number 2. And we have the, excuse me guys, Everyday Witch for pile number 3. I'll hold up all 3 decks for you, just for you. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can pause if you need to reflect. I'm going to get into it. First, I want to say I apologize for my absence last week with Memorial Day. I missed the ball, I missed the ball, but I'm back for you guys. So, pile number 1 with the Cosmic Tarot. What hints do they need to drop? What hints do they need to drop their person? Thank you. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. I'm tapping into pile number 1. What hints do they need to drop their person? One more time. We have the Prince of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Leo with this lion here. We have 10 of Cups. We have 9 of Swords. The Hierophant. 10 of Swords, progression. 7 of Swords reversed, flip. We have the 4 of Swords reversed, a lot of mental activity, y'all. And we have the Lovers, sweet. Okay, so, some of you this is going to be for some of you, and if it resonates, then it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to get to everyone's message in a bit. I'm reading for a bunch of people, so I have to get to everyone's message, right? So for some of you, you know that this means you can't drop any hints. You have to act. With this Prince of Wands, this talks about action. Sometimes this is my player card, but in this deck with the Leo energy, Leos are loyal. They're like the most loyal fire sign in my opinion. So I don't get that player energy from this guy. This sort of like play the field, one night stand type of energy, right? But this does mean action. This does mean to take control, to flirt, to charm, to be bold, to be courageous, to sort of have that, like, I'm getting like Harry Potter image. I think Harry Potter's birthday and maybe Daniel Radcliffe's birthday, like they're both Leos, is that right? And Gryffindor is part lion, part eagle. Lion, Leo. But it talks about bravery. It talks about Leo is very gallant. So you don't have to be a Leo. You don't have to know a Leo. But Leo energy talks about being gallant, being brave, being sort of ostentatious with your love, bold with your love, right? It's about having like a loyal heart. Leo rules the heart, right? Like having a brave heart. So if you are resonating with that, if you know that that message is for you, you know that you have to take action and then you can't beat around the bush when it comes to this. And you have to get to the point, and it has to be solid and transparent. It can't be any like fishy maneuver. I feel like the person you're dealing with might have like really clear vision and they can spot bullshit from a mile away. This is Taurus energy, by the way. We also have Gemini energy here. But this person is a very smart person, and so they can spot your bullshit a mile away, so you can't come to them with some game like I would normally see this Prince of Wands, right? You have to come with them with a brave heart, to be open and honest with the brave heart, and be open and honest about some insecurities and doubts you may have had. But the whole thing about having that brave heart, about being a lion, is to persevere through those fears. So it's not about getting rid of those fears completely. It's about overcoming those fears, surmounting those fears, right? That's where you get the valor. That's where you get the victory. So you can't let this mental these mental anxieties about, you know, did I lose them forever? Are they gone forever? What did I do? Is it going to work? Is it going to last? What's the right way to come in? You can't let any of that get in the way of the action that you need to take, right? Because Harry Potter had to go against dragons, right? So, like, you might have to go against a dragon. I don't know. So that's for some people, but you know that it's for, ultimately, for a happily ever after. And if this is your person, then you know, like, it is meant to be, because, like, we have 3 ultimately meant to be cards, right? So there's no need to stress about it. But if you don't resonate with the advice to take action and to reach out to your person, to be direct to them, to be brave with your heart, if you have done that, like, so much to the point where, you know, this person might have rejected you in the past, or, you know, you opened your heart up to them and they didn't give you anything, then yeah, it's probably time for you to keep your mouth shut and let this person come forward with their part, right? With their side, because there is a genuine connection. There is, like, a mutual attraction, a mutual, it's a divine connection, right? You feel like that pull to each other. So if there was anyone who doubted the connection in the past, it's their journey to come to that conclusion, to reach out to you, to be brave with their heart, right? So you're either going to be on those two sides, but this is definitely destined, and it's so cute, because it's like, you got, like, triple action. Hierophant is like marriage, commitment, stability, and then the Lovers is obviously love, right? And then the 10 of Cups is that white picket fence and 2.5 kids, or whatever your ideal is, right? Beautiful. Let me know if that resonated. Pile number 1. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Oh, sorry, guys. Woo! Water is so good. Ugh. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. What hints should you drop them? What hints should you drop this person? What hints should you drop this person? What hints should you drop this person? One more shuffle. The 4 of Swords reversed. The Devil reversed. The Queen of Wands. The Ace of Cups reversed. The Chariot reversed. Cancer energy. Devil energy is also Scorpio or Capricorn. Most typically, why can I not talk? Most typically Capricorn, but I've heard people say Scorpio before, and it kind of makes sense because underworld, Hades, Pluto, Plutonic. 5 of Wands, King of Pentacles, more Capricorn energy, and 2 of Swords reversed. What hints do you need to drop them? You need to let them know that you have made a decision in regards to a business venture. You need to let them know that there is some competition. I wouldn't say like outright you know, pretend like you have another relationship or something. I mean, like, you know, those like thirst traps you do. You know what I mean? Okay. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, it's like the stuff you post for that one person, but it's to get like attention from other people. Oh, I can't believe I'm admitting that I do that sometimes. I'm human, guys. Do you do it? And please admit that you do that sometimes. But I think what other hints that you might need to say to this person is that you are sad with the Ace of Cups reversed right here. This is my crying card, so it's like you still cry, you still get upset. Weird card. It's like milk coming out of a boobie into a cup. Okay. So I hope I don't get demonetized for that. Dang. And I said the word, so we'll see. Anyway, so what hints do you need to give them? That you're sort of like a hot commodity. Like, that's sort of the hint you need to give. 3 other cards fell out as I'm, like, mindlessly shuffling. I will see. But the hint needs to be that because it's not moving anywhere, you need to move forward in some way. And you would like to move in a forward direction with them as you guys build your empire together, as you guys succeed together. But if they are putting their foot on the brake, if they are icing you out and not being engaged in the connection, you have no other choice but to go somewhere where you have growth. We have a tree right here, so this is telling me growth, right? And with the devil does talk about work. So this has something to do with, like, work. I feel like this person knows that you guys could probably go into a business together, but you might be, like, prideful and not reaching out, and they know that you guys are connected, but this person may have blocked you, right? So it's not like you can do anything on their page or, like, comment on their page, so it all has to come from your page, right? So it's very, like, subtweet, vague posting. And I hope I'm making sense for you guys. But I feel like this is saying, like, you need an equal who will help you multiply your successes, and you know, if they're not on board, they're not on board. What more can you say, right? Let me see. Hold on one sec, guys. We have the King of Swords reversed. This is like my tough titty. I said another bleep word. But there's no other way to describe it. He's like a sourpuss, right? He's unmerciful. He's unforgiving. He's like my way or the highway whenever he's reversed. But he looks very like the dude in Harry Carey. He's Harry carrying himself. Someone who falls on the sword, reversed. So this person's pride might be getting in the way, thinking they're like sort of martyring themselves or falling on the sword. But they are, really just blocking any connection, any growth they can have, right? It's like that you guys can have together. I also feel like if you, like, what you're, like, you might be practicing or needing to practice some tough love right now as a mirror to their tough love energy so that it reflects back to them and they can see like, oh man, like, why is she treating me that way? Or he, why are they treating me that way? Like, they always just treat me so kindly, right? So it's just like a taste of their own medicine type of thing. I feel like this has been leading up to this point, so you've been doing this. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, you've been really engrossed in your work. Like, you don't have time to deal with this fool. You love this fool. You want to, like, partner with this fool, go through life with this fool. But if this fool is gonna, like, pull some sort of nonsense and shut down and ice you out, you're not gonna deal with that fool, right? You only want to deal with that fool when that fool is right. Yeah, so you've just been working really hard. And the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles talks about saving. You could be working really hard, saving really hard. And the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands talks about a defensive energy. Here we see a badger, and he has wands on his head, and he's blocking a wave of flying fish. So the fish are coming out from the sky, raining from the sky, and he's got shelter above his head to protect him from basically an act of God. Reversed. Yes, I feel like this is unnecessary retreat, unnecessary retraction. But again, the hint that you need to drop is, and this is just to describe like your dynamic with this person, but the hint that you need to drop is that you are sad that the connection, you're sad that you've been blocked, and there's so much you want to share with this person, but Five of Wands, Five of Wands. Sorry for that long pause, guys. I want to clarify the Five of Wands. Sorry. Five of Wands. This is a longer pile. I'm feeling like you guys need it, okay? Five of Wands. Competition. One more shuffle. The Knave of Pentacles reversed. The Empress reversed. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Whoa, that flew out. Okay, your person might be dealing with a poverty conscious, lack conscious. You might have dealt with the same thing, lack mentality, poverty mindset. And you might have recently overcome that, right? And so you might have come into a state of abundance. And so this person holding back and withdrawing from their feelings doesn't promote the growth. Like, the hint that you need to drop is that there's so much potential in this connection to build an empire. There's so much potential in this connection to create great things, to create an abundant life, to be lucky together. It's like, you've got the brains, I got the looks. Let's make lots of money. But it's not, I don't feel like it's like superficial, like you'll marry this person for money. I feel like there is a genuine connection with this person. I feel like there is a sexual connection with that boob card and with the devil reversed. And I do feel like it's a stable, long-term connection that could go the long haul, but there's one stubborn person in this connection, and I think the stubborn person in this connection is being stubborn because of a defense mechanism that is emotional, that has to do with lack mentality, that has to do with poverty consciousness, being able to provide, right? If you are, men deal a lot with this, if they lost their job or if they aren't making as much as they feel like they need in order to provide for that wife, then they feel like a loser, right? If they can't take a girl out on a date, then it can make them feel like a loser, right? Even if you don't necessarily, as a woman, agree with that, it can, like, affect. And this is, like, so general, so don't come up in my comments like, but me, but... You know what I'm talking about. Masculine, feminine energy, yeah. But I feel like there's so much potential and so many dreams that you guys can achieve together, but it's like it's like both achieved so much by yourself, but you've reached a point where you can no longer achieve the same level of success by yourself. Like, it has to be done with a person. It has to be, like, matched, right, with an equal to have some sort of assistance in your life, right? And you assist each other, you help each other. It's like a tandem experience. It's like a co-partner, right? That you help each other in your manifestation, in your abundance, in your success, in your growth. And yeah, right now, this person's fears are sort of holding them back from that abundance and that growth. So, if you can find a way to drop a hint that totally encompasses everything that I just said, then that's what you need to tell your person. Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Whoa! Okay, pile number three. Pile number three. I'm a little worried because a tarot card flew in my cereal bowl. So I'm like, is the milk landing on it, or can I do one more reading and then check on it? My life. Okay. Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. Hints do you need to drop your person? One more shuffle. What hints do you need to drop your person? Pile number three. Six of Swords reversed. I haven't moved on, baby. Three of Wands. I'm waiting for you. Ace of Pentacles. Let's start fresh. Death reversed. This ain't over. Seven of Pentacles. We can build this together. Four of Swords. Okay, I'll stop. Four of Swords reversed. I'll stop my goofiness. We have Strength. That's Leo energy. Death is Scorpio energy, by the way. And we have King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So Leo and Scorpio are the strongest. Okay. Hints that you need to drop to this person. You need a man. You need someone who is strong enough to handle you. But like I said at the beginning, there was some vulnerability there. I was being goofy, but I think it doesn't hurt to be a little sweet. You know, sometimes whenever we're disconnected from someone, we're in a fight or like we're not seeing eye to eye, we I think showing any sort of love for that person makes us sort of lose the game, right? Like, I still think about him at night. Instead, we have to like go on like, that lying, cheating son of a bit, right? Instead of saying like, I miss how he used to hug me, or you know, showing that more vulnerable side. So again, the vulnerable stuff that I mentioned at the beginning is that you haven't been able to move on, and that you have been waiting, and that you do see a fresh start, and this isn't over. And I feel like maybe a hint you can give them is something about a transformation, going through a transformation together. Like maybe if you've been separated, we do have the Four of Swords right here that can talk about separation. And it's by the Seven of Pentacles, so it's like during this separation, during this time apart, this disconnect, you and your person might have been able to develop things within yourself, build things within yourself, repair old like BS baggage that was getting in the way of your connection, and you were able to do that independently because you had that distance, right? But if you were together in the connection, you could never be by yourself to look at yourself, to look at your own issues, right? It would always be reflected in the other person, so you would always blame them instead of looking at yourself. So I feel like this transformation, like, you can't acknowledge that time apart has given you an ability to look at yourself and to transform and to work on things, build on things within yourself, like, and it can be as like simple as a credit score, right? Simple as, you know, fixing a home improvement project that you kept putting off, but like that person, your connection, that person motivated you to do that. But on the other hand, with this Strength energy and the King of Wands reversed, one, I want to caution you on being too prideful and being too huffy and puffy and popping off if they say the wrong thing. So just like cool your jets whenever, if and when you speak to that person. And like double, triple read if you post something, you know, like just to like cool the jets, right? But I also want to say there does need to be some sort of acknowledgement that you are a strong person and you need a strong person, and if this person's not going to step up, then there are some doubts if you can match that level of strength, right? And so that could either inspire this person to be strong and step up, or it can you know, make them run away, and the right person who's strong enough can step up, right? So either way, I think being open and honest about how it affected your feelings is not a bad move. Do not think of it as giving a power play away. It's not. It's saying, it's actually like acknowledging like the progress of the relationship and how this person changed you. So it's actually like more meaningful than just like I gave my feelings away, right? I was the first to say that they affected me. Yeah. So let me know. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like personal reading, check the description box below. I love you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye.